in 2025. Are you ready to grow your personal brand in 2025 and beyond? Then this is the video for you, because I am sharing what I truly believe is the foundation to building a personal brand. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If you look at my YouTube, I don't have that many subscribers. But what I do know is how to get attention from the right people, and I am using what I know in order to grow my personal brand next year and beyond. And I want to share that foundation with you so that you can get started too. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because I want you to come on this journey with me. You can either subscribe or you can hit the link in the description and join the community so that you don't miss out, because I'm sharing the numbers, the details, and the strategies. Let's go ahead and get into it. Personal brand. Why is it even important? If you sell a product, you're like, I just want to sell my product and make some money. If you do affiliate marketing, you're like, I just want to promote these products and make some money. If you have services that you offer, you're like, I just want to sell my services and get some money. If you sell like real estate or professional services, you're like, I just want to sell a house or sell some insurance and get some money. I get it. All of that is fine. But a personal brand is the foundation to getting you more money in your business if you don't have the money to go advertise. So if you have the money, you don't have to start a personal brand. There are plenty of businesses out there and business owners who we don't know who they are. We don't know who the CEO is. We don't know about their life. We don't know about their family, their interests, their quirks, and their, kind of weird things. We don't know any of that for thousands of brands that we know about. But you, on the other hand, if you don't have a whole bunch of investor money, if you have not won on Shark Tank to get some investors, if you don't have a whole bunch of startup money that you have saved, or you don't have a big budget where you have a lot of discretionary income because you don't make a whole bunch of money, the only other option, if you don't have money to invest in advertising, is to build a personal brand. And so I'm sharing the foundations of building a personal brand that you can use in order to grow and maximize your visibility and maximize your profits next year and beyond. So let's talk about the first thing, and that is really clarifying how you're able to help people. What problems can you solve for them, and how are you able to solve those problems for them? I think that a lot of people skip this step. They're just like, I have something to sell and I want to sell it to people. But if you step back for a minute and stop trying to force feed, well, most of us are not force feeding the product. We're not even offering the product because we're scared, but that's another that's another video for another night. But some people are trying to force feed their products down the theoretical throats of their customers, their future customers. They're like, buy my stuff, it's so great, it's really going to help you. I believe them. It's probably going to help them. It's probably going to help them, but they don't know you. So that means they don't trust you. Like, you ever have somebody ask you to borrow like $5 in high school, and y'all in a class together, but you're like, I don't know you like that. I don't trust that I'm gonna get my $5 back. He did, and just completely cut me off. But we are back. So I was saying, you're cool. Like, if you want to talk and chop it up, hey, how's it going? That's fine. But I don't know you like that to be lending you some money. And that's really the same way that your audience feels when they're first coming across you. Like, they don't know you, they don't know about your products, they don't know about your services, they don't know what you can do for them, they don't know that you actually care about them, they don't know that you're trying to help them and not use them, and not trying to take advantage of them. There's a lot of scammers out there, and people are hesitant to spend their money. And just being real, people are hesitant to just give their email address out. They're hesitant to do all the stuff, right? They're hesitant to have a conversation. They're hesitant to download something. They don't even necessarily want to click to look at your website because they're just like, I don't know, data breaches. I got multiple uh, what do you call it, multiple pieces of mail about data breaches. This company, that company, like huge companies. And so when we're talking about building a personal brand, the first thing that you have to do is focus on the first thing that you have to do is focus on your future customer, focus on your audience, and figure out how you're able to solve a problem for them, multiple problems actually. But how are you able to solve problems for them in a way that they would actually benefit from, that they perceive that they would benefit from the help? So, for example, if let's take for instance a personal trainer. You have a personal trainer that says, yeah, I can help you lose 20 pounds, but you have to eat 800 calories a day, you have to work out 3 hours a day, and you have to do that 7 days a week. Yes, that probably would work, but a lot of people would say, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't want to do that. I don't have the time for that. I don't feel like I have the energy or the stamina. That does not seem like the solution for me. It can solve their problem, but it's not the way that they want to solve their problem. And that's really the biggest disconnect that I have seen small businesses have, is that they're not positioning their brands in a way that helps their audience to see that whatever they have to offer is the way that they actually want to solve their problem. And so it starts with clarifying the problems that you're able to solve through the products that you sell, through the services that you sell, or through the information that you're able to give through your personal brand. If you have a media strategy where you get brand deals instead of selling products directly to your customers or directly to your audience. So if you know what problems you're able to solve for your customers, then you're able to build a content strategy that is so attractive to your audience, it's hard for them to ignore. And here's how you're able to do that. When you have the problems that you are able to solve, you start talking about those problems in a way that your audience resonates with, in a way that they connect with. If I say, man, it's so hard getting in these jeans, I got a little fupa, or it, you know, I get my pants after I eat, I have to unbutton the top button and I feel completely bloated and tired and all of these different things. That's tough. And let's just not even talk about being at work for 8, 9 hours plus on the road to get to work and from work for over an hour. It's hard. Right? And so, without even talking about the solution, we're just talking about connecting with the audience and their problems and saying, hey, I understand you. I understand what you're going through. I understand your feelings. I understand your motivations for wanting to fix whatever problems that you have, whatever struggles that you're going through. I understand. And I think that showing empathy through your branding is really going to differentiate small businesses in 2025 and beyond. Because when you can show empathy and show that you care, and not just that you care, like, oh, that's really sad, but care as in, like, I feel you. More than likely, I have gone through the same thing or something similar, or have known somebody, or even if none of that is true, I understand your feelings so deeply, and I care so much about it that I'm willing to try to see it from your perspective, how you're going through things. Like that is the ticket, is just caring. And the reason why I know that I'll be successful in building my personal brand in 2025 is honestly, Empathy is my superpower. It is, I am like heart driven, I'm caring about people. I say that, I feel through my eyes, like I sincerely, deeply care about people. And if you sincerely, deeply care about people, especially as it relates to how you're able to help people through your business, then people will see not just that you genuinely care, because they probably don't care that you care, but they do care to feel understood, and they do care to feel validated. So if you can build a personal brand around really connecting with people, having conversations, like I feel so many people are trying to avoid having conversations with people, but personal brand building, it starts with conversations. 2024, I didn't have enough conversations with people, but I had hundreds of conversations specifically for my business, and that still wasn't enough. But that grew my email list, that grew my subscribers, that grew my Instagram followers. Connection is the key. Connection leads to community, community leads to conversions, conversions lead to sales. But it starts with the personal brand. It starts with getting visible. It starts with standing for something and showing people that your doors are open. You are available to assist them. You are available to show them the way, to show them the path to whatever it is that they want, whatever it is that they need. I'm just coming down to take a look at these comments here. Esan says, "You have a very kind heart. I wish you all the best. May you always be healthy and happy. May you always be in a good mood." I appreciate you, Esan. That's very kind words. I have a lot of things that make me happy. Helping people makes me happy. Those three boys that you can kind of see in the picture, they make me happy. My husband makes me happy, but serving also makes me happy. Like, it's, people be tripping. I know there's a lot of people tripping out there. There's a lot of people tripping on their problems. There's a lot of people tripping on their struggles in their life. There's a lot of people tripping on jealousy. Let's just be real. Matt Torrance is dropping the facts in the chat, saying that you people be tripping. There's some people that said not some nice things, right? But your personal brand is built on the people that will root for you, that will go to bat for you, that will stick up for you and barely even know you. So I appreciate. Uh, Did I? No, they're not white. Look, they got tans. You see? they have tans. But yeah, we have an array of background in our family, both my husband and my side. So I know they look a little light bright right there, but it was winter during that time. They had some beautiful tans during the summer, and now we're back at winter again, and they're kind of losing it some. But yeah, but going back to a personal brand, in all fairness, is that people need a lot of help, and there's a lot of people that have been burned, and there's a lot of people that have been forgotten about, left behind, and just feel like nobody really sincerely cares about them, about what they need. They just feel like everybody's trying to make a buck off of me. So if you can lead with a personal brand without asking for something initially and give something, then you can grow profitably next year and beyond. It's very simple. This is the strategy that I have been doing for years. I have offered something for free. I have offered value. Not necessarily posting a lot of content. I have offered value personally, like having conversations with people and say, hey, I can do this free consultation for you. Hey, I can do this, do this messaging for you, or I can help you on your website. And then they're like, oh, well, I need some more help. Can I pay you now? Yes, you can. But it starts with people knowing that they can come to me for something very specific, right? And then also aligning that with the problems you actually want to the problems that you actually want to solve. I know how to do updates on Shopify websites, but unless you like my like ride or die clients, I'm not offering that on my website, right? I know how to do content marketing, but unless we have some very specific deal, I'm not offering 100% social media management, not unless you're doing it in the way that I outline in my program, which you'll have to come back for me to dive deep into that. But it's the process of creating long form content to build trust, to build authority, and to build awareness about your personal brand, what you have to offer, what you stand for, and how your business is able to help your future customers. From there, you lose your thought. It is 11:45 at night, and I am a little tired. Um, thank you very much, Isan. I appreciate you. Um, I You put rhymes around in. I put that is hilarious. These comments are hilarious. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Because I really want to help you grow your personal brand in 2025. So let's get on track. The first thing that we talked about is clarifying the problems that you're able to help people solve. Um, the next thing is really creating that content strategy. But that content strategy needs to be, my dryer is done now. That content strategy needs to be intentional with strategic messaging that attracts the right people with the right words. And so I wrote here, you have to craft an intentional content strategy that is focused on growing your leads and not just your followers. I feel like so many people want more followers, more subscribers, more people saying that they're interested in you. None of that matters unless they're opting in to actually hear more about your business. It's all vanity. And vanity makes us feel good, but vanity does not make us money. Not unless you're an actual model and getting paid to show up, right? And so, in terms of YouTube and Instagram and all of these, let me tell you how I see followers and subscribers. On YouTube, the number doesn't matter after 1,000. That's what I truly believe. After 1,000, which is the minimum in order to get fully monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours to be fully monetized. After 1,000 subscribers, it does not matter how many subscribers you have. So when you think about it, it's really not gonna, it doesn't have to take that long for you to get 1,000 subscribers. I've been going live every single day for the last 9 days, and every single day that I go live, I get new subscribers. I was on live for about 4 minutes before my live got cut off earlier, and one person decided to subscribe. When that compounds, you see, it's not going to take that long. Even if it takes like 6 months from now, I was like just kind of doing like some little numbers like, oh, okay, this day I get this many subscribers, this day I get this many subscribers. It's not going to take that long to get to 1,000. Let's say it takes 6 months. Let's say it takes a year. Eventually you're going to get there, and then what? What does it matter if you're now able to be monetized? But what does matter is how many people feel like you can actually help them and want to join your community so that they can get help from you. That is the number that actually matters. Instagram followers doesn't matter. Facebook followers doesn't matter. If you're on Lemon 8, if you're on TikTok, you need, I think, 5,000 followers in order to go live and be able to sell and use TikTok Shop and use their affiliate marketing. So, okay, on TikTok, 5,000. That's the number. After that, doesn't matter. Does not matter, because the people that are actually interested, they're going to get fed your content. If you stay on on your personal brand messaging, if you stay on that same focus and you're not jumping around from topic to topic, then people are going to find your content. But the key is, how consistent can you be with showing up on social media and YouTube? And how consistent can you be with your messaging so that your content becomes a library bank of the same thing or the same variations of messaging that people listen to? It's like a TV show. When you see a specific TV show, you expect a certain show. You expect it to be the same characters, you expect it to be on at the same time, you expect it to be in the same place. And that's the type of consistency you need to develop in your personal brand. So if you want to create a profitable personal brand in 2025 and beyond, then you need to create that consistency. Everybody thinks it's about just post more often, post more often. I'm not gonna lie, posting more often does help, especially when you're small. However, the consistency in your messaging is even more important. If today I'm talking about, getting my hair done, and tomorrow I'm talking about business, and the next day I'm talking about motherhood, it's not it's not going to be relevant to the same people, and different people are going to watch on different days, and they're not necessarily going to come back the next day because they're not interested in the other thing that I'm talking about. They came for the motherhood but they didn't come for the hair, or they came for the business and they didn't come for the motherhood. Like, the topics have to be on a consistent foundation if you want to get consistent attention from the right people that actually want to buy your stuff. If you're just looking for any attention based on whatever you feel like talking about for that day, then by all means, go ahead and do you, boo. You don't have to be consistent in your messaging. You don't have to talk about the same thing every single day. You don't have to talk about the relevant things related to your niche and the problems that you're able to help as it relates to your niche. You don't have to do that. You can talk about your food one day, you can talk about your hair one day, you could talk about AI the next day, you could talk about shoes and traveling the next day. Do you? You could talk about how you don't like your job another day and how now you're on a financial freedom plan. You could talk about your FIRE plan, financially independent, retire early plan. You can talk about all those different things on different days, and that's completely fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to create a profitable personal brand or a profitable business through a personal brand. You have to choose. You have to choose. Now, there is a beautiful balance of passion and profit through a personal brand. However, the focus has to be the niche, and then the passion has to be what encompasses the niche in order to keep people interested, because people are interested in you and your business based on your morals, based on your values, based on the things that you talk about that you show to be important to you. People will either like you or they will either dislike you. Yeah, you can see my babies in the background. If people are in this audience are parents, then they might love that and go like, "Oh, she's a mom. Like, I want to follow her. I want to see what she has more to talk about." Or, "Oh, she stays up really late and works on her business in the midnight hours." I do that too. I want to be motivated by her. I want to see what she's doing. Like, how does she manage her time? I want to know these things. Or I see that she eats Beyond Meat. Is she plant based? I eat like that, or I want to eat like that. Mind you, this is a business channel talking about building awareness, building strategy, using content to build personal brand and sell more stuff. But I, as a CEO of my own business, run my business. And if you like me and you like the content that I share, put those things together, and now you want to be part of my community for in my personal brand. And then that makes sense because You find connection in the things that we have in common, even though we haven't had a personal conversation yet where I can actually hear you. I mean, you could drop your comments in the chat. I just want to stop for a minute, and I want to answer a couple questions. I have Taman Toss say, why do you keep helping these people? They must pay for your advice. I do have clients that pay for my advice, but you know what? There are some things that I believe I can share and still provide an immense amount of value and help people without them having to be nickel and dime and have to pay for every single piece of advice. Plus, there's also a lot of information out there. Like what I'm sharing, it is in my strategic way. But if you spend enough hours out there, you can find it for free. I want to help people in a way that I didn't get. So, just full disclosure, I spent over, I'd say like $13,000 to $15,000 in online education in addition to my marketing degree, to learn digital marketing, from email marketing, SEO, copywriting, funnel strategy and automation, um, building landing pages, running ads. I have spent a lot of money learning the things that I know. And what I figured out was that I learned all the right things, but I learned them in the wrong order. And so, if I can help people learn things in the right order right now, then when they're ready to actually have assistance, then they'll be ready for me to help them. And that's what I truly believe. I have free resources. Matter of fact, if you check the description, you'll find a free resource, my personal brand profit plan, where I talk about the basics of starting your personal brand and how you're able to build the foundation that will help you to monetize your personal brand. So if you want to get that resource in the description, the personal brand profit plan is the link is in the the link is in the bio. The link is in the description, as well as the link to my YouTube growth challenge, because a personal brand without visibility does not do anything for you. If you have a personal brand, scratch that. Everybody has a personal brand because everybody has a reputation, and your reputation is your personal brand. But if you don't have any visibility on your personal brand, if people don't know about your reputation, they don't know what you can do for them, they don't know what your business is about, then you can't make any profit. So you need the personal brand profit plan, but you also need the YouTube growth challenge so that you can actually get seen and that you can build your personal brand through using content. And that's what I'm here to help people with. So, okay, we've talked about um, clarifying the problems that you can help people solve through your personal brand. We have talked about crafting an intentional content strategy that is focused on growing leads and not just followers, by offering value and bringing them into a community through email. But then also, we really want to focus on how we provide our offer, right? So we have the problem, we have the attention, and now we want to focus on how we provide the offer, like how we are fixing the problem. I gave an example earlier of a personal trainer that says, I can help you lose 20 pounds, but you have to work out for 3 hours a day, and you have to only eat 800 calories, and you have to do this 7 days a week for like the next 3 months. Most people don't want to do that unless you are on like Weight Watcher, not Weight Watchers, but remember that show? It was like lose 100 pounds or something like that, and the workouts were crazy. They were working out like 4 or 5 hours a day, and it was like it was a challenge. I can't remember the name of the show, but I was in high school. This show is like over 15 years old. um it was fun and interesting to watch, but it was extreme. It was extreme, and most people don't want to do that in order to reach their goals. Most people are like, if I have to do that in order to reach my goals, I just rather not have it. I just rather not meet um um you see a skeleton in my face. I don't think my lighting is that bad, but sorry if it is. Maybe I'm too close to the light. Um, anyways, your offer has to be positioned in a way that people actually want to use your solution in order to fix their problem. And that all of it has to do with your messaging. It has to do with the way that you talk about your solution, and it has to do with the way that you describe the problems. And so if you can hone in on the way that you talk about your customers' problems in the way that they talk about their problems, and then you can talk about your offer in a way that they perceive is the best way for them to solve their problem, and then you are in the zone with having a profitable personal brand that actually helps you make money, because now they know you and they like you and they trust you because you've created long form content. You've allowed them to join an email community that lets them communicate with you and lets you communicate with them on a regular basis without any algorithms controlling your connection and your communication with your audience and with your community. And then your messaging matches the temperament of your audience. Your messaging matches the feelings, it matches the temperature of your audience. If you have some people that are just like, oh my gosh, this is miserable, I feel overwhelmed, but your marketing is like, if you feel like you want to pull your hair out and this and that, and it's just like very extreme. If your audience does not connect with that type of talk, if that's not the way that they talk about their problems, then they're they're not going to necessarily feel the connection. Like, for instance, I don't cuss in my videos. I don't curse in real life. I try to keep my mouth clean, right? Practically with my toothbrush, but also figuratively as well. And so when I see content where people are cursing a lot, it's hard to watch it because I'm just so disturbed by the foul language that it's hard to oversee it or to overlook it. So it's not my preference, right? I'm not seeking that out. Now, there's been times where I've like tolerated listening to a speaker because their message, they have something like really great to say, like love Gary Vee. But that cursing sometimes is hard, it's tough. But I'm not so like arrogant or to say, oh, I'm never going to listen to any of his business advice because he has a potty mouth. No, but if I were like paying money for something, um I would expect to I would expect you to want to put your money where you're going to completely feel good with, right? Like I've bought programs from people that um, they do a lot of cussing and stuff, right? And it's like, I'm just here for the information. I'm not here for the personality. But then also, I'm not invested in the person, in the personal brand. And so when I have what I need, then I'm going to be bouncing, right? And so if you have a personality that does not necessarily match the audience that you're trying to attract, it's okay. Some people will still pay you for what you have to offer just for the information, even though they don't like mesh with the personal brand. Um, there will be some people that think that I'm too bubbly or I'm too quirky, or I don't know, they don't like my hair or my that I'm a parent or something like that. Like, just people find whatever reasons to not like something, and that's okay. That's their opinions. That's their feelings. That's their problem. Honestly, if they don't like no little sweet baby boys, or a mother for being a mother. Um, But some people will just want to be here just for what I have to offer them, just what they can get out of me. Perfectly fine. Completely fine. Some people are like, she's too boring, maybe not interesting enough. That's completely fine. As long as you have you're really deeply connected people, as long as you have the people that are invested in you, they are your super fans, if you will. They are invested in the personal brand, they're invested in you as a person, in your values, and your products and services that you have to offer. So that is the foundation of building your personal brand, is clarifying the problems that you're able to solve, and talking about them in a way that your audience is drawn to, and then creating an intentional content marketing strategy that uses strategic messaging that draws in your audience based on the words that they use to describe their problems, describe how they feel, and describe the things that they want to attain, their desires, the things that they want to achieve, all of their goals, their aspirations. Like, you have to talk in their language. And then when we do that, then we need to use long form content in order to get visibility. We want to go live like this. We want to use regular videos on YouTube. We want to use short form on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, depending on wherever your customers are. And we want to get visible, because again, if people don't know about you or your personal brand or your business, you won't be profitable. You won't be. All right. So people either are going to find out about you through paid advertisement, or they're going to find out through organic content strategies, right? Or you can go knocking on doors or passing out flyers or hope and pray for referrals. But that's not really a way to build a business that's going to give you financial freedom and to help you take care of yourself and your family and have the life that you want. So, I want to just say this last comment, because I appreciate all the positive comments, and we have to embrace the positivity when so many people want to be negative. And so Isan said, "It is an honor to meet you, kind and beautiful lady. I have so much um, of your race in my heart that I am willing." Wow. Okay, I'm not going to finish that sentence there. I'm going to start and stop with that first sentence. "It is an honor to meet you, kind and beautiful lady. Thank you kindly." All right. So if you haven't already, make sure you pick up my personal brand profit plan in the description. You can find the link there. And then also join the YouTube growth challenge so that you can get visibility on your personal brand and become profitable next year and beyond. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I can't wait to see you in the next one. And make sure, really make sure, that you go out there and share a meaningful marketing message with somebody that you can help. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.